Lots of for you. I can get away with that. I'm half Italian. And believe it or not, that has something to do with the interview I'm about to have. Both Mike Consuelo and Ron Montesi are involved with the I've got to get the name right, the Italian American Civic Club of Hudson Falls and Glens Falls.
Correct.
You couldn't pick a shorter name. What's with you guys?
We did, IACC.
Oh, I got it. Okay, so we need the acronym. Welcome. Very nice to have you here.
Thank you.
There you go.
I know both these guys for a number of years, and it came across my desk that they're both very involved with this club and what the club does. And I just wanted to introduce the club to our viewers. So, Ron, you've been involved, I'm trying to do the math, 40 years?
40 years, yeah.
Yeah. So give me a little background on the club.
Okay, well, I was running the W.T. Grant store in the Northway Plaza in Queensbury, and the Santa Claus that year was Angelo Piscatelli, a member of the Italian American Club, and he asked me to join. So that was my start. And interestingly, back then, in the early 59, 60, but I joined in 71, they owned their clubhouse. They had their own clubhouse in Hudson Falls, and once a month we would meet there. We would play cards, do a little bit of business. And I think I mentioned to you, the card game they played was called Boss and Underboss. And in Italian, it was Padrone e Sottopadrone. And what it meant was if you were the boss or the underboss, you could say who drank that night and who didn't, or who overdrank. And it made for a lot of yelling and hollering.
Italians drinking wine. There's some kind of connection there, I know. Now, you're a newbie.
I'm very new. I'm about 4 years now into the club, Jesse, and it's been a wonderful experience. I happened to meet Carl Cedrone, who was a past president of the club, and we were talking about organizations in general, and he introduced me to the Italian American Club. He says, "Come, be my guest." And the first night I got there, I loved it. I thought it was great to see 40, 45 guys in a room just talking with their hands and yelling and screaming and cursing and drinking wine and all of those good things. It was a lot of fun. And I've since been elected president of the organization, which is, I'm in my second year now as presidency.
I got it. Anybody that has Italian in their background, their heritage, talking with your hands is so much a part of it. Can you imagine 40, 45 guys in a room together, getting together, deciding what they're going to do to help the community, and just talking, I grew up with that, so it's really something.
Interestingly enough, once we sold our building, and some of the older fellas passed away in Hudson Falls, we decided to sell that building, and we used that source of money as for our scholarship fund. But interestingly, then what we decided to do was to meet at different restaurants through the years, and the East Cove in Lake George has been one of our favorite restaurants. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and now it's sold and it's being renovated. Subsequently, we've gone to Mama Rizzo's pretty regularly, and Debbie does a wonderful job for us in Lake George. We've tried the new Massey's. We've tried the Rocco's, which is across from the Glens Falls Civic Center. So, can you imagine trying to make 40 Italians happy at dinner?
You know what? If you're a restaurateur, they got a sign that says open and closed. I think what you do is you just turn closed outside if you see these guys coming. But you know what? That's wonderful, because at restaurant midweek, you meet on Wednesday nights.
We meet once a month, Wednesday nights, the second Wednesday of the month. And we meet from 6 to 6:30 is kind of the cocktail time frame, and then 6:30 is dinner. And we have a wonderful 3-course meal that's provided by the restaurant. And we have a program. We do our 50-50. We talk about some of the projects that we're working on, which we'll hopefully share with you as we chat a little bit more. But yeah, so it's a good program, and it's a lot of fun. And
you know what? Let's get right to that. The one thing that I'm aware of is that roadway thing that you do.
Adopting a highway?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Queensbury has the town of Queensbury has a program where you adopt a highway, and we've adopted the highway Cronin Road from Bay Road, where the Harvest Restaurant is, to Ridge Road. Twice a year we go out. We have the uniforms, the vests and the hats, and we clean the road up. And it's quite a project. For us, it's a great deal of fun and companionship. Somebody from the stewards brings coffee over to us because we're cleaning up the road.
Yeah.
So it's good for the community too.
We do it twice a year.
Tell me about the scholarship fund.
Well, the scholarship fund is a great thing that we've done, Jesse, over the years. And what we do is we identify 2 worthy students that are recent graduates of high school entering into college. And through a nomination by the membership, we kind of review that student's activities, and we award that student with a $500 scholarship. So we give 2 a year, and we do that every June, and that usually takes place at Mama Risso's restaurant. We invite the student and his or her family. They come and they enjoy a great meal with us, and then we award them the scholarship. And it's nice because once the student is in school and they have time to really get settled in, the nice congratulatory notes that we get back from them, or the appreciative notes that we get back is really good. And it's, some of them are very wonderful comments to us, and that's always makes the guys feel special. That's fine.
Hey, look, if you are Italian, know somebody that's Italian. As a matter of fact, if you're on the Northway and you pass somebody who's Italian, I think maybe you're welcome.
Sure.
Club,
They are.
right?
Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, everyone is welcome. So I'll give you the name again. It's the Italian American Civic Club of Hudson Falls - Glens Falls. And thank you both very much. It was great to have you.
Thanks, Jess.
It's good to see you.
Grazie, mille grazie. Ciao.
Hey, just one last thing. My grandmother used to say "stunad" to me all the time. What is she talking about? Maybe we'll save that. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.